Hey, Chandler Bolt here, CEO and founder of Self-Publishing School, and I'm here with Scott Groves, the author of Lead Generate, and also a Self-Publishing School alumni. So we're going to chat with Scott, hear about his journey, and hear about his process. So Scott, how long ago did you decide to write a book?
5 years ago the first time, and about a year ago when I joined it with your group for real.
And what made it for real? How did you go from, okay, 5 years ago I want to do it, to a year ago saying, I'm actually going to do this?
Yeah, 5 years ago it was just an idea, and I started kind of culminating all of my talking points, some false starts on blogs I had written, some of my coaching material and some of my keynotes just transcribed. So then all of a sudden I had 500,000 words that was kind of worthless. And so about a year ago, after we had become friends and I knew I needed to do something, I was like, okay, it's time to get real and actually write the book instead of just jotting a bunch of words together.
Yeah, and then why did you decide to join Self-Publishing School?
Oh, it's easy. I mean, we had known each other from some similar masterminds that we run in. I knew that your product had great success for other authors, and really I needed an accountability coach, and I needed the accountability program of here's step one, here's step two, get off your ass, write every day, outline what you're supposed to outline, do the steps, and you will end up with a finished book instead of 500,000 jumbled words.
Now, what was the hardest part?
The hardest part was just committing to doing it, right? Because for me, I knew once I spent the money and once I said I was going to do it publicly and I put it out the silly little certificates, I knew I was going to do it. So for me, it was like, okay, I can't let myself down, can't let Chandler's team down, like just saying yes and moving forward.
Yeah. And then what was your favorite part about Self-Publishing School kind of as you went through the process?
I'm very much a visual learner, so having the step-by-step checklist and then the links to the videos that really talked me through what I needed to do. Don't tell my wife this, but I was watching them as I was driving back and forth to work. I was watching them on my lunch break, so just the ability to like kind of on the fly, walking the dog, watching the videos about what my step-by-step process was, it's really the only reason that this book exists today.
And then what was kind of, once you published the book, what's been the success, like I guess monetarily, otherwise for your business? Like what's going to happen since you published?
Yeah, so first of all, let's be real. Like writing a book is very much a passion project and it's an ego project. So my ego has been validated. That's one thing. That's a big deal, right? Yeah. Like all of us have an ego. We want to be successful. To be honest, what it's really done is it's just poured lighter fluid on the coaching business and the kind of outside income, which is going to allow me to lead that to more of my inside primary source of income. And so it's kind of like the tool to change my side hustle into my full-time job.
And now how long ago did you publish your book?
The book published about 4 months ago. Okay,
about 4 months ago. So in that 4 months, what are some success stories? I mean, I know you got 2 speaking gigs. Yeah. That's awesome, booked. I think you also got leads. You've also got some clients. There's some other things there as well, right?
Yeah, so the thing that's really interesting and I didn't think of when I was going through this product is like, this is effectively the best business card you can have. So whether it's in my loan business where I'm going to meet with a new realtor partner who I'm trying to get loans from, frankly, I can give this out instead of a business card and be like, I literally wrote the book on lead generation. Let's partner together. You can teach me what I need to know. I can help teach you maybe some things, fill in some gaps in your business. And it creates more of a relationship versus a vendor relationship. So that's been huge in my primary business. And then on the side, to your point, we've actually booked 3 speaking engagements. Cool. That's been great. And really, it's brought some validity to the stuff that I knew, but it's not till you put it down in the written word that other people know what you know. What
would you say kind of monetary value, total value from the book in say the first 4 months, and then kind of looking out over the first year or so, what do you expect that to be there?
Yeah, so I think just the launch, just the raw book sales on Amazon in the first month more than paid back all the costs of your program, the top-notch editor that I hired, the book designer that I hired. So, say all in your program and everything else I spent money on, probably $10,000 or so, that was made back just on the raw book sales. But then kind of the exponential growth factor of you get a keynote and that brings in another loan, and then that loan brings in somebody who's envious that you did that loan, so that brings in a coaching client. So, that stuff, I don't think it's going to be absurd to extrapolate out, in the first year, $100,000 worth of revenue. Much of it is going to be reoccurring revenue. So whether it's coaching clients or new relationships with realtors, like I could see the book putting me on a trajectory to easily a year, year and a half, 2 years from now, we'll be talking. It's like, oh yeah, this is responsible for $200,000 worth of recurring revenue going forward.
That's amazing. Hey, final question. What would be kind of your parting piece of advice for someone who's either about to embark on this journey or who's just kind of considering joining self-publishing school?
The final piece of advice that I would give somebody who's thinking about going through SPS is that, I've read some stats that 90% of online trainings never get completed. 90% of online school programs, universities, stuff that you buy on Instagram for $9.99, it never gets completed. But there was something different about SPS, the way it's laid out, the flow, like your pearly white smile on the videos, I don't know what it was. There's something about how it's laid out where it just forces you to finish. And so I really like that. You just follow the steps and you end up with a book. It's not rocket science, but you've made it very easy. So I appreciate it.
Hey, Scott, thank you for coming in. Thanks, you for chatting about your book. Hey, definitely check out Scott's book, Lead Generate. I hope that you found his story inspiring, and I hope that you get your book done. Let us know how we can help. If you want to book a call, chat with us, or just reach out. We're happy to help with your book. Talk to you soon.